Hey YouTube, it's Queen Pam Elon QP, and I've been doing many things since I last spoke to you guys. Found this old, which was the night before Christmas, that I might want to read for my grandchildren and have it on video for them. And I got it from Zayre's when my children were little, from Zayre. Stop putting the S on things, Pam. And so it's about 30, 35 years old. I found this company across the pond, and it is Cool Cats Craft. And they had some interesting um, dyes for bookmaking. They also make wooden things, and I'll see if I can lift this down into the camera's view off my shelf here, which is how I found them. And it rotates and it holds pins. The outer rim is for thicker pins, and the inner tier is for um, thinner pins. And so I'm hoping it'll help me find my pins when I want to use them. So that was the company. And from them, while I was looking at their website, I got the pin thing from Create and Craft on the UK because it was cheaper. But then when I saw these dyes, their website was the better deal for me because they had in stock what I wanted. Now, this is they call it a dumbbell, and it makes a rotating closure for your mini books and albums and all kinds of things. So even for cards, but it requires um, magnets. So you enclose the magnets in here, and then you can rotate it around. And because it was so popular, you get 4 of the exact same thing, so you don't spend your life die cutting. There was something else that went with that. And then you could make different type covers to go over the round, go over that end. Let's see if it's easy to see. That is the website, so that you'll have the website. So now I have even another dumbbell. This also, see that little indentation in the die? That tells you, it will emboss and tell you where to put your magnet. And so you have these covers that will make cute covers on top, and even smaller ones in case you're using a really small magnet. This is cool because I got a bunch of magnet cover cutters. Actually, so there's 3 of them, and all of these to like lay on top on the end to be decorative for that. So I'm probably going to combine those 2 sets together so that they're always there with one another. And then they had these, which they're calling clever closure brad flaps. Having lots of trouble with my mouth today. Open them up and see what they're about. Because also you put magnets in here to magnetize little flaps in your mini books. And you get a circular one, this shape one that goes with the circular one. This one that's the decorative piece that goes on top. And the third shape It's an oblong, and those make flaps. Brads go up here so that the flap will lift up. You can see there's even a score mark in there. And so you can lay 2 decorative pieces on top of the flap. They have videos on YouTube where you can see these in action. Pause and put that. Gonna buy 1, you might as well buy 2. So this is set 2 of the brad closures. And this, all right, there's the tape. And these are some other shapes. As you know, you'll get bored with where maybe those shapes won't fit into your designs. So this one didn't give you the double layers, just gave you 1 layer. Put over the top. So brad holes already poked for you, and good to go. Now, because of these clever closure brad flaps, they actually have a die that makes a brad, and it's fairly ingenious. And you probably want to watch their video, and you can make a bunch of them at one time. The beauty of these brads is while being functional, they'll be flat so that you can tuck them in places where you don't want bulk. And you can have a brad to match whatever color you want, and you have different sizes: big, medium, and small. Then these are the covers for big, medium, and small. And they actually work. I'm going to be excited to try those out at some point and be able to make whatever brad I want, especially when you want to use these flaps and have them tucked under something instead of sitting on top. All right, this is for when you put your hiding away magnets, but maybe you don't want to hide them or you forgot to do them under the paper. These are decorative for the top. And it's got the same little indent to show you where to put your magnet, and then you can have layers as well on top. And the layers are a little smaller, so you'll get a little bit of an outline. They were out of their straight up just circle ones. Mag Pops is what they're called. They also are great for using with, they had some sort of tape that they cut these out of and used it to apply the magnets even in a hidden situation. And then this last one is Clever Closures Locking Pawls. So this would be to cut something that's going to, these look like, I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to play with it because so maybe layers. So yeah, they're layers. So they create the little wraps that are going to go around a book, and they interlock so that you can lock them together. So you have that shape, and you have this shape, and you have your layers that you can put on top. So that's what I got from Cool Cats. This is a Black Friday order from Simon Says. And I got some new Goldens used to make a tint. No, that's probably not what I want to say. A glaze that they sold. Now they'll just sell you a medium to make your own glaze. But when I saw these, I jumped on them because that's what they reminded me of, a glaze. And I got green, yellow, blue, and brown from Fresh uh ooh, Paper Artsy, their brand. I cannot for the life of me find my Gamsol kit. Um, I'll probably find it now that I found this. I wanted to use it on these. I did some coloring pencil following a tutorial from on the Altenew YouTube page, one of their embossing folders, and I think it's called How to Add Texture. But I wanted to smooth out my pencil marks with using Gamsol. So this was a combination of stenciling with inks and then using colored pencil over the top. And I couldn't find it, looked and looked and looked to the point of being frustrated and just went to Simon Says and bought one. Oh, Mary, there's something else you want. And then they have December going on. I don't need anything. Didn't see anything that particularly spoke to me except this embossing folder. And so I bought it. So that was the Simon Says stamp order. More Black Friday. I wanted these from Mama Elephant, even though I have some from Ellen Hudson. Ellen Hudson's are a closed die. So if I wanted to die cut a sentiment that has already been stamped, I couldn't see through it in order to be able to do it. So I wanted these and I bought them, and I can also use them for all kinds of strip um, cards that you've seen a lot on Tailored Expression. You may not have seen it, but you can go there and they have these strip maps that you can use to line your strips up in various ways. But the driving force for this one was to do sentiments and be able to die cut them and see them. Trinity Stamps had a Black Friday sale that I went for. Oops, these are falling. I have a dog, so I wanted the paw stencils. I have enough stencils that do moons, but not with that face. So I wanted that. This was a freebie. Let's see if the names are on them. Moon Layers and Paw Print. This is, thank you so much. It's a freebie, but it's tags. So that would make a cup tag. Oh, that'd be cool. And a donut tag. And then this is Autumn Rainbow cut and foil die. So I can hot foil, which means I can also letterpress. And it has a stamp that goes with it. And I just cafe cup cut out, standalone die. It's very pretty samples. And then I just love the little faces on these bunnies. And this is Baby Bunny on the dies. And then this one is Punny Cup of Tea. So a bunch of tea puns, which can go with that. And the freebie that they're grading. So it works out. Then from Altenew, that was the freebie rose gold. And I wanted to finish out my collection of the crisp dye inks before you can't get them anymore. I did not buy every single color, but these were the ones I thought I might want. I did buy like the labels to go on the side, and that's where I found out I didn't have these colors. And I never buy inks without, not a never, I seldom buy inks without the reinkers, especially for stuff that you're not going to be able to get anymore, which these three you won't. This is the new version. Yeah, this is crisp dye ink and this is fresh dye ink. I'm going to be happy either way because these were colors that had been over here that I didn't have. So through 12/20, anybody needs to order anything else? There you go. And that's all that I've bought. I hope you have, if I'm not back on, I hope you have a happy holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate. Great. I hope that family surrounds you and that you're happy. I know sometimes the holidays are not the easiest times for people who've lost loved ones, and I pray for you that God will comfort you. As always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Bye bye. Wanted to pop back on and show you the labels from Altenew. They look really good, and they're going to be safe from ink, I think. And this is how simple it is to put them on. So this one is Charcoal Suit. It's got the name on one piece. So what I do is make sure the name is centered on one side. And then I'm not going to hinder it being open. So that's not too straight. So I'm going to straighten that up. That Charcoal Suit. And then I just roll them around. So I centered it on the side, and then I just kind of pull it taut and spin it around. And then it overlaps a little bit, which is good because that's going to keep it from coming off. I store mine where I need to see the name on the side. As always, I'll leave you again in the hands of the Creator. Be blessed.